Happy Wednesday, Wolves, and welcome back from spring break.
Crazy to think that we only have one more quarter left of the school year.
Bro, don't even remind me. Anyways, my name is Jake.
And I'm Valet.
Students and staff wishing to join us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand and face the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So, Valet, how was your spring break?
It was alright, but I'm happy to be back in the GVTV studio.
I hope you're not too attached because we're going to be leaving very soon.
We're leaving?
Yeah. Grandview TV is going to Seattle for the National Journalism Convention.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
And we need your help.
Since we can all agree that Canes and GVTV are both amazing, going to this fundraiser should be a no-brainer. Just go to the Raising Canes on Parker Road between 4 to 9 p.m. tomorrow, on March 27th, and mention us. 15% of your order will go towards supporting our trip.
All this talk about Canes is making me hungry.
Yeah, just head across the street to Winchell's or Senior Chickens. They have a great menu with a lot of good things, and most of the revenue comes from high schoolers anyways.
I didn't know that. Let's send it to Ruby, Chloe, and Kai to learn more.
Grandview students are provided lunch at their school. Although some students love to go across the street to get lunch, the beloved restaurant Senior Chickens and Winchell's Donut Shop.
During rush hour, I feel a little bit stressed, but that's just because of the amount of orders, because we do get a lot of students that come down from Grandview during lunch, and then we also get a lot of workers around the area, or just other people and other takeout orders, so it kind of piles up sometimes.
I feel fine. It's really not too bad. We have two separate times that a lot of the kids pilot here, and we've gotten very comfortable.
It's not too hard. The only hard part would be maneuvering around the restaurant, just because people like to gather in one area and then you can't really see the numbers, but other than that, it's not that hard.
It has some difficulties. I wouldn't call it hard. There's a lot of other aspects of the job that are much harder.
Many students rather prefer going across the street rather than getting school lunch. Senior Chickens and Winchell's have an affordable prices.
Just the hardest part of my job serving teenagers would be making sure that the food gets out on time, just because your guys' lunch is 30 minutes, and I know you don't have a lot of time, you still have to walk back to school. Just the hardest part is making sure that all the orders come out on time and that we come out with quality food.
Operating a business is very difficult. There's aspects of employees and costs and everything. It's very difficult. Specifically with the kids, the most difficult part would be, one, keeping everybody under control, and arguably telling kids that they can't have something if they don't have money. That kind of sucks.
About 50% of our revenue, a lot of our business in the morning comes from students, and then in the afternoon it's more families and just takeout orders and stuff like that.
Less than half. I would say we're grateful for the kids. We've had to really dial in the process with the children in the school. There are some kids that are an absolute pain in the butt, and there's a lot of really great kids. And I would say that the revenue is probably somewhere in the 30%. So I sponsor a lot of your guys' stuff. We do the baseball team, the football team. We've worked with your theater. We've worked with a bunch of different departments in your school. I've never advertised directly I don't know that that's even an option. I've just sponsored and hung up a lot of advertising specifically with those clubs or teams.
I think we have considered it, just we don't really know how to do it, so. Our advertisement has been other students telling each other to come down here, so yeah.
Let's hear what the students have to say about these restaurants.
When I go to Winchell's, my to-go order is a chocolate muffin and a small iced coffee.
I have a few. I either get wings or I get tacos.
I go off campus twice.
A week if it's an A week, but B weeks I only go twice.
You should go across the street to one of the restaurants, but before you do, stop and look both ways before you walk the street. This is Chloe,
Ruby,
and Kai
signing off for GVTV.
So Jake, do you go to Winchell's or Senior Chickens often?
Heck no. I drive to Chick-fil-A every day.
Really? Well, if you drive, you must know that getting out of the parking lot is a hassle.
It's a nightmare.
So, what about the extra lane they added? Does that help a little bit?
I mean, I guess, but let's send it to myself to learn more.
Traffic congestion. It's a daily struggle for students, parents, and staff trying to get in and out of school. But recently, a major change was made to improve the flow: the addition of a second turning lane.
Yeah, I've noticed a big difference after y'all added the 2 new lanes. It's much quicker to get out, way easier too.
I have noticed a difference. I feel like it really helps with the traffic a bit more, and helps students get to school faster and on time.
Before the lane was added, some students reported waiting anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes just to exit the parking lot. Now, many say their wait time has been cut by at least a few minutes.
I think I get out a lot earlier than I used to. I used to get out in the parking lot at like 4, and I'd get home at like 4:10.
I mean, typically I'd find myself waiting in traffic a long time to get to school, but now with the addition of the new lanes, I definitely find myself getting to school faster. Like, probably save me a couple minutes.
Take me like 50 minutes to get out of the parking lot before, but now it takes like 30, 20.
Yes, I think it's a lot faster now. It used to take me about 30 minutes to get out of the parking lot. Now it takes me about like 10 or 15 minutes, depending on how fast I can get out to my car.
While the second turning lane has helped, some argue that this isn't a complete fix. Many believe that adding more entrances and exits could further improve traffic flow.
I think like traffic is something I look forward to the least after school, and getting home faster is something I definitely would rather have, and adding more exits and entrances would definitely help that.
Yeah, I think Grandview should add more exits because it would be faster of getting out of the school and getting to where you need to be if you have other plans afterwards.
I feel like that would help students out, adding a couple more exits, especially with like the green doors and everything.
The second turning lane helped reduce wait times, but there's still room for improvement. Whether more entrances or other solutions are considered, one thing is clear: traffic is an ongoing challenge, and changes like these show that even small adjustments can have a big impact.
When you're leaving school, there was hardly any time to pull out, and that light does not last very long, so you couldn't get out in time.
It saves a lot of time, so I used to have like a bunch of after-school things to get to, and the bus would not get to the bus stop on time. It would mess up the plans.
This is Anthony, Jordan, Lucci, and Jake signing off of GVTV.
Junior and senior announcements must be getting a little old by now, but they should keep their hearing sharp for these college trip opportunities.
On April 10th, the juniors will have the opportunity to tour the University of Northern Colorado. Anyone interested should check Schoology or talk with their counselors.
And seniors should know that if they're planning to attend the Community College of Aurora, there will be an event on April 17th to complete required orientation steps. This event is free and includes lunch, so any interested seniors should talk to their counselor or check their Schoology updates.
And if you have any questions, you can email Ms. Hobbs at chobbs2@cherrycreekschools.org.
Anyways, Jake, speaking of college, do you know where you're going?
No, not yet, but I'm taking a bunch of concurrent enrollment classes so I can get college credit while I'm still in high school.
That's good, because did you know that if you've passed 3 concurrent enrollment classes and you're planning to attend a community college in Colorado, you could qualify for one free year of college tuition?
I love free things! The Chick-fil-A lunches are really catching up to me.
I know. All right, just go talk to your counselor and see if you qualify for that.
Moving on to not-so-free things, this week's Wealth Wednesday is about insurance.
Wolves, and welcome to your Wealth Wednesday. Let's talk about something really important: insurance. Insurance is like a safety net. You pay a small amount of money every month or year called a premium, and in return, the insurance company covers costs if something bad happens. Whether it's a car accident, medical emergency, or unexpected damage to your stuff, insurance helps protect you from paying everything out of pocket. There are 4 types of insurance that you should know about. 1. Car insurance. If you drive, car insurance is a must. It helps pay for damage to your car or someone else's if you're in an accident, and it's also required by law in most places. 2. Health insurance. Health insurance helps pay for medical bills when you get sick or hurt, and without it, medical expenses can be huge, so it's a good idea to have coverage even if you're still young. 3. Renter's insurance. If you're living in an apartment or renting a place, renter's insurance covers your belongings in cases of things like fire, theft, or damage. And later down the road, you'll most likely transition to home insurance. If something happens, it helps cover repair costs or even the replacement of your home or belongings. But how do you choose the right insurance company? Well, there are a few things to keep in mind. 1. Their reputation. Do some research to find out which companies have a good reputation for handling claims, because you want an insurer that will actually help you when you need it the most. 2. Price. Insurance premiums can vary between companies. Compare quotes from a few different companies to make sure you're getting a good deal. But remember, cheaper isn't always better. It's about finding the right balance between cost and coverage. 3. Customer service. Make sure to look for companies that have great customer service. You'll want to be able to reach them easily and get help when you need it. And 4, coverage options. Make sure the company offers the type of coverage you need. For example, some car insurance policies might offer better coverage for new drivers, while some health plans might be a better fit for your needs. Insurance is a way to protect yourself from big financial surprises. Understanding it now and choosing the right insurance company will help you make smart decisions in the future, especially since the earlier you get it, the cheaper it tends to be. Thanks for watching, Wolves, and I'll see you guys next time.
Did you know all that about insurance, Valet?
I did not. Insurance is super confusing, and Wealth Wednesdays always makes me feel smarter.
You should watch it more often then.
Maybe.
Anyways, before we get to sports, we're going to plug some GVTV videos.
Yeah, we've heard that a lot of you don't know that GVTV makes videos other than announcements.
Check out our video on the impact of ACL injuries on Grandview athletes that came out a couple of days ago.
They'll put a card here somewhere if the editor remembers it. Anyways, tomorrow we have a really good video coming out.
What's that about?
Recently, the English department has mandated that all phones should be checked in, and we have a debate set up between 2 students about phone usage in class. It's coming out tomorrow. Make sure to lock in on that because a lot of interesting things are coming out of that. Baseball takes on Highlands Ranch here at Grandview today at 4:15 p.m.
Boys volleyball is on the road at Legend High School at 6:30 p.m. tonight.
Girls golf is at Saddle Rock Golf Course at 1 p.m. for their league match on Thursday.
Girls tennis takes on Eagle Crest at 3:45 p.m. on Thursday.
Girls soccer is at Lakewood Memorial at 5 p.m. taking on Chatfield also on Thursday.
Boys lacrosse also takes on Chatfield at Legacy Stadium at 8 p.m.
On Friday and Saturday, Boys Swim and Dive has their Grand Trail invite at CT both days.
Baseball is on the road at Simplesio Field at 6 p.m. taking on Fruita Monument.
Track and field is an invitational at Echo Park Stadium on Saturday.
Baseball is staying the night in Grand Junction so they can take on Grand Junction at 10 a.m.
Boys lacrosse takes on Regis at Legacy Stadium at 2 p.m.
Girls lacrosse is also at Legacy Stadium at 4 p.m. taking on Rock Canyon.
Girls lacrosse takes on Ralston Valley at Legacy Stadium at 6.
Boys volleyball is at Rampart at 6 on Monday.
Girls tennis takes on CT at 3:45 right here at Grandview.
Vista Peak baseball is here at the Den taking on our baseball team at 4:15.
Girls soccer takes on Eagle Crest at 6 at Legacy Stadium on Tuesday.
And boys volleyball is at Mullen at 6 p.m. to wrap up our busy week in sports. Speaking of sports, our girls basketball team just won the state championship.
That is awesome. That is a standing ovation. Get up. That's a standing ovation. Good job. Everybody right now watching, go to Winchell's and say Jake Chow is paying for your donut because the girls basketball team just won.
Did not say that.
100% say that.
Take that celebratory feeling and not a donut to U610 in the auditorium for Color Guard.
Those are the people with the flags yet?
Yeah, and they're looking for new members. Auditions are tomorrow in the band room at 4 p.m.
It's super beginner friendly and all students need is comfy clothes, water, and a good attitude.
And finally, if you want school news more often than every Wednesday, check out the Grandview Chronicle.
You can learn about Grandview's policy towards ICE, the shutdown of the German class, the prom theme next weekend, and much, much more. Just look for the Chronicle's website among the 3 that open every time you open a school computer.
We hope you had a great rest of your week, Wolves.
We are one pack. Go Wolves!